Hello everyone, hope everyone's doing well. Just want to report my progress or lack of it. Oh, get this magnet off here. This magnet is, I always like magnets. This one's very strong. This Ace padlock right here, which I bought. I went down to the store this morning as soon as they opened because I have another Ace padlock. If you watch any of my YouTube videos, I've got, I broke a key off in this one. This is it gutted. And what's good about these are they are replaceable cores. So I got the exact same one, although the packaging is slightly easier to open now. This is the same model number if you look at it. 5202833. Oh, sorry, I'm off camera here. This one, it was, the clamshell packaging, which is maybe sturdier. The price is still the same. They call it maximum security. The back shows a little bit differently, that 5 pins and all this other stuff. So, the packaging is slightly different. In this particular lock, here is the bitting in it. It should be very easy to open if you look at it, like pin 5 is the lowest cut one, and it's almost like a slope. Look at that, it's linear, it just goes up. So you would think that if you got the proper tension, which I'm using top of the keyway tension, this is what I get out of it. Maybe I can demonstrate it here. I call it top of the keyway tension. Europeans pick locks differently because they mount them differently. So this is pin side tension, and what I do is I go back there. I'm using a Peterson's 18 thousandths. I go back there to like pin 4 or 5, and I will get what I thought was a deep fall set, but is actually only slight movement on the core. I looked at this with the key, turning it, and you're going to get 90 degrees of rotation to open it all the way. Now, if you're sitting here doing light tension like I'm doing, and you're barely putting tension on the core, maybe I was putting too light of a tension. My friends at uklocksport.co.uk, I hope I got that one right. I should do like some of my other picking buddies and just put the thing right down there on a sticky pad so I will know you're all correct. But anyways, they're dedicated to novice pickers and stuff like that, but they have a lot of very skilled pickers in there, and they can help you with all kinds of problems. They were saying maybe I had the lock already picked and didn't know it, and just had to apply more tension. But one of the tricks I have learned is you pulse your tension wrench after every click or movement, just to make sure. Now, you don't want to go back too far because you can release the tension, but believe me, I'm hoping to demonstrate just the false set. If I get an opening on this, I, and everyone else in the world will probably be surprised that it happens, because I'm not expecting an opening on this video. I've worked on this thing for 3 hours now. My hand is cramped. Not constantly constant, but pretty much what you're seeing right now. I've been watching a old 1970s kung fu with marathon, and maybe it helps to have everything quiet and hear pins, but it's hot outside, and it's Saturday, and people are in the swimming pool making noise, and I've got the ceiling fan going on. So I'm really going more on feel, and you can feel a lot. This lock is really talking to me as far as like security pins. Like what I said, when I get a set, I'll go back to pin 4, and I'll get a movement on the core, but I'd say it goes from like here is 0 from where it's setting to maybe this far. Alright? I mean, it's not a deep fall set, but that much. You can feel it. If you're feeling nothing, and then all of a sudden you get movement, you go, wow. So then after that, I proceeded even further. I went up to pin 1. Maybe I'm trying to get the binding order correct, but I went up to pin 1, and I would get another slight little movement on the core. Yes, I know my pick is bent. Another little slight movement on the core, but not enough. I mean, it has to go from here to all the way over here to open it. I don't know how far it has to go, maybe 45 degrees. Before you completely pick it. I'm not sure. Part of that last rotation is just, ancillary. I've lost tension on the pick. I've tried to hold it, but, that's probably where this got. I saw one of Bosnian Bill's techniques is if he saw the tension coming off his pick, his tension bar, he would put his pick in there and torque it and then reposition the pick, and there we go. He would do it like that. Well, maybe he wasn't. I know he's more skilled than me, but maybe he wasn't using this small of an 18,000. I could be wrong. And I guess even the legendary Bosnian Bill bends picks too. So I shouldn't beat myself up too much. But this lock is a challenge. It's money well spent because I'm learning a lot from it. I haven't opened it yet, and this is what I'm basically doing all along. I'm just going in there and trying to feel movement. I straighten my pick out by hand every once in a while when it gets bent, because it's not as thin as 15,000s, but still it can be bent. It gives me a lot of room. I tried picking off this side of the warding over here with another hook. I'm just using hooks. At one time I used a snake and got that false set, but I really want to feel everything. I want to go in binding order and everything else if that's possible. And I've already felt a counter rotation on a spool I was trying to set. I started easing up and I could feel it setting, and I did set that spool, but then everything else dropped. The false set, most of it dropped, or maybe the second one. And I had no success. So, like I said, I'm still learning to single pin pick, and top of the keyway tension is not normal for me, but I'm having a good time. And I had an ambitious, thought I was going to open this from the packaging and put it in a vise and just, all these other locks right here, if you see in the background, I can open up fairly easily, and there are good locks. I like playing around with different locks, but this one here is a challenge right now. So there you go. That's my progress or lack of it so far. And don't let bidding fool you and stuff like that. You look at it and you say, because there was only two. There's only 2 locks available for me to purchase, and this one and one other one, and the other one was a master lock, and even though it cost more and everything, this one I knew the core would replace, and it didn't look exactly the same, but I was pretty sure it would be the same as the one that was semi-destroyed by me. Now look at the bidding on that one. Now that one's got a better bidding. And I can always change this key over to this core later on, If I like this bidding better, I can switch it over and just use this key and this core. I may do that later on. But I'd hope to produce a video with at least it opened, or, me getting it or something like that. But I don't think I'm going to be able to capture an opening on video. That's my progress so far. I hope everyone's having a good time. And I'm enjoying myself, even though it is semi-frustrating to open a lock right away. It also gives me, I really like the feel of these locks, and they're just like American locks. And I know they're full of spools and serrations. And you can see the serration. See that? There's 1, 2, at least 3 serrations on pin 1 right there. So it's a lot of fun. Not all Not all YouTube videos that I'm going to produce are going to show an instant pop open, because like I said, I don't practice these a lot of times. The only practice I had is I've had another lock like this and managed to get it open, and it looked like harder bidding. But there we go. 10 minutes. I got to cut this off. It'll take decades to load this, but I hope to report a successful opening soon. I've tried various picks, and I'm going to keep on working on it. There you go. I'm persistent. If I'm not perfect, at least I'm persistent.